Hello people. I thought I wanted to do a review on the Khabib McGregor fight, and Khabib done his business, man. Dealt with the man, mashed him up. You know, some people are giving him the third round. Conor, nah, man, he got smashed up. He got outboxed. He got knocked down. Yeah, I knew that was going to happen. I hoped that would happen. I just wanted McGregor to get cut up more, you know, get a vicious beating. But you have to give it to Conor. Conor basically, you know, stopped. Even though he was grabbing the gloves and, you know, putting his toes in the bloody, holding his toes into the cage and stuff like that. It's not allowed, but not that it makes much of a difference. But with the gloves, and then I think he was biting him as well. But yeah, it's a good fight. Khabib dealt with him, mashed him up. Conor didn't look as good, and to be honest with you, I didn't really ever believe he was as good as they made him look out to be. You know, people are fighting for years and years and years and making their way up, and this guy was selecting all the top-notch guys, and you know, what they've done is with this Conor McGregor geezer is that because his Dana White's basically bitching it, and what they've done is they've tried to hijack Khabib's win and trying to divert the public opinion onto the brawl. And to be honest with you, people are saying, oh, Khabib should be deported, his belt should be taken off him, and he shouldn't get paid, and this. Well, I think, where are all the rich Arabs? Where's the rich Russians? Where are the rich Muslims? You know, someone with the money, and I promise you, if I had that sort of money, I would come up and say, listen, Khabib, you retire, walk away from that sport. We'll pay you whatever you were meant to make. And you come over and we'll start a rival UFC. But anyway, so I think Khabib should just retire now, walk away, and he will be a hero, and he will be remembered. Because what they're going to try doing now is they're going to try blackmailing him into signing a rematch, and then they're going to do a lot of pressure behind the scenes, and he's going to do his homework, and somehow they're going to try defeating him. I don't think Khabib should give him the chance. I think Khabib should just walk away. He's done what he's got to do. He beat the shit out of their bloody paperboy, and basically he can just go back proud man. Coming back to the brawl, trying to make it look like, oh, Khabib and his team all done this, done that. Yes, Khabib jumped out on top of one of the trainers, Conor's trainers. That was happening outside. That had nothing to do with Khabib. And then if you look, because what happened was MMA, they turned around and had their own. It's just like boxing, man. It's not real no more. It's like it's become like wrestling. You know, like everything is written down, and they've, you know, they know what's going on. Like, are you trying to tell me that Conor got over when he attacked the bus? He just come there with cameras and nobody knew about it, you know? Even Khabib said that he was told to only come with one guy. Normally he's walking around 15, 20 men, all his own family, you understand me? All fighters. But he was pushed on that day to make sure he's on his own, because this was pre-planned. Now, one side, you're using all that shit as promotion. He used it as the promoting video for this, you know, for this fight. And then now you're trying to tell me that he needs to get deported because he jumped out? Number one. Number two, he used religion against him. He was, you know, talking down on his religion. He was talking down on his people, his country, his father. You know, he mentioned the other guy's child. He turned around and hit him at the weigh-in. He offers him whiskey. You know, this bullshit cannot go on. So, you know what I mean? So the guy kept quiet, stayed humble, but don't worry. And he was talking to him. I mean, if you watch the fight in the commentaries, when Khabib was actually saying something to him, asking him, yeah, go on, talk now. What were you saying? And the commentator goes, oh, Conor's talking to him. Another guy goes, no, it's not Conor, it's Khabib. And he goes, what is he saying? Oh, I can't understand him. It clearly says to him, oi, let's go. When they're at the end of the round and they're walking off, he goes, oi, let's go. You know, you better get ready, mate. Next round, you're going down again. It's all games. It's all people jump on the bandwagon. You know, like, oh, you should be getting deported. This is this. Listen, did you know that this Conor McGregor, he actually, after someone else fought, I don't want to get into all of that right now. It's really early in the morning. I'm half asleep. But what I'm saying is that I remember Conor jumping into the ring and basically punching out a bloody referee. He didn't get deported. He's done all those sorts of shit. He's attacked people. He's been swearing, stuff like that. You know, like all sorts of shit. He's just been fined. That's it. So Khabib should just be fined. Now, coming back into it, you know, to the brawl, this making it look like, oh, you know, he didn't press charges. You know, Conor didn't press charges on the guys that jumped him. Hello? But the videos are out all over the place. Conor McGregor was the one that first tried to throw a punch at the trainer of Khabib. And he missed. And then Khabib's trainer gave him 2 hooks. Yeah, they're sitting on top of the cage. You can see it. There's videos out on it. Yeah, if you just look on there, yeah, you see that Conor, who was out on his arse when Khabib jumped out, and then when he saw everybody left him alone in the ring, he was just lying there, like, you know, like a baby's been put to sleep now. Everyone needs to shut the light and just go out and don't make no noise. Yeah, get wherever you need to so you don't disturb the baby. He was left alone, and then all of a sudden he's climbed on top of the cage. And at that time, Khabib's trainer was on top of the cage trying to climb over so he can go and assist in stopping everything. And you can clearly see that bitch McGregor tries to throw a punch or two at him, and he misses. So the guy comes back, gives him a few shots. Then they come onto the floor, and then McGregor's tried punching up one of Khabib's teammates, and then his brother climbs over, and then he comes and gives him a few shots. And then, you know, even that wrestler, I mean, I've noticed a guy in there. He's one of, I don't know what he is, a security guard or something. He's just a fat geezer, and he's around in a lot of big boxing matches as well. He's always coming out, he's always in the ring and stuff like that. You see him carrying the belt over to Conor, which I don't understand either. Why is he carrying a belt and walking towards Conor? Conor just lost. He's still on his arse. This is while all the hoo-ha's happening outside the cage. But anyway, that chap even throws a few punches. So, you know, all of them should get banned. You know, if they're going to... Dana White goes, oh, those other guys that were fought inside, they got arrested and they can't, fight from now on. And, you know, they're going to get the visas taken off them and stuff like that. Hello? As far as I know, Conor McGregor is not American either. So he needs to be deported. They need to stop him from fighting. He hasn't fought for 2 years. So basically, you know, if you go into it, there's a lot of shit going on. But the bottom line is, Khabib dealt with him. He done what he said he was going to do. He done it nicely. I would have perhaps thought that, you know, like, if he just, all this shit didn't happen, he could have riled him into a post-fight press conference, and he could have humiliated him there. But I think at that time, you know, you've got the emotions and all the shit that he's been saying, and plus I think Khabib wasn't happy with the way the fight ended, because I think he wanted to torture him a little, and Conor McGregor just thought, let's just tap out. To be honest with you, in the second round when he had him on the floor, I'm sure it was the second round when he was giving him some shots, non-stop shots, the fight could have been stopped there. I'm glad it didn't, but I would have liked to see some more blood, some more suffering. So basically, what I got out of this fight, when it comes to the whiskey promotions, is that don't drink it. You know, mind you, the drinkers must be thinking, yeah, it's good shit, man. It knocks you out, because that's what people drink. The people smoke and drink and take in drugs to get high, yeah? So he looked pissed. You understand me? He looked pissed, so yeah, he'd probably get a few sales on it. But other than that, I think it's all a flop. I think that whole thing just went down the wrong way. The way they planned it, they thought that he's gonna beat Khabib, and then Khabib's gonna be out of the picture, and then they're gonna set up a McGregor and the other chap that fought. It was a good fight. The other ex-champion. They were gonna set up a big fight, super fight between them two. But I think Khabib should just walk away. I once again would like to say that, you know, all these people with monies, you know, stupid money, the ones that are betting like millions and 2 millions a night, you know, come out there and as a goodwill, say to him, listen mate, retire, walk away. If they don't pay you, we'll all get together and we'll support you. We'll start up our own rival company. And if they were to start up a rival company in Russia or even in Europe, because there's not really something as big as a UFC around these ends. There are small places here and there, but nothing that's going to challenge him. If he was to come and bring a few of the good fighters and start up, and they've got the good backing, I think they would kill it in Russia, and even in Europe. Russia, you're right next to India, you're right next to China, you've got Pakistan, you've got all, you know, all the countries around there, man, the Arabs, everything. They would pull more pay-per-views, man, huge pay-per-views. And the bottom line is, mate, they need to go down that route. This is just my opinion. I'm not always right. But from what I've seen and what I've been reading up on and everything, a lot of people are saying what I've just said.
Anybody makes such a mistake in my entire life. Khabib went out there, performed beautiful. It was a fantastic fight. He did everything perfect. He finished Conor in the 4th round. That was it. It was done. That was revenge. That's all he had to do. He'd had dignity and class all week, and then he ruins it on an epic scale. Absolutely destroyed his reputation, possibly his lightweight title. He's probably going to face criminal charges, a suspension by the commission, might have his visa revoked. This is ridiculous.
Conor should just move on and play with his whiskey now. I don't think he's probably going to end up coming back now to boxing. I mean, you need to watch the response and reaction from Paulie Malignaggi, the boxer who wanted to fight him. He absolutely demolished him in that 10-15 minute bloody telephone conversation. Everything Malignaggi said, I agree with. So yeah, watch out for that one, and subscribe, like and share for more reviews. Over and out.